Wednesday, January 7th, 2026. Call this meeting to order at 6 p.m. Before we proceed, I just want to introduce the panel here. To my far left is Chief Ron Fontaine, Highway Superintendent Rick Sherman, First Ward Councilman Ben Prestera, Third Ward Councilman Dave Reynolds. And we have our Assistant Personnel, Bart Spitzfire. Next to me is Deputy Supervisor and Fourth Ward Councilman David Tehan. And we have our attorney, Mr. Cawley. Second Ward Councilman John Latini. And in the end, we have our Town Clerk, Michelle. Like we
Recording in progress.
Pledge of Allegiance. So if you all please stand. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We're going to start with the board meeting minutes. We didn't have any recorded minutes yet, is that correct, from December?
That's correct. Staff will be working on them as time allows, once we get our feet under us.
Okay. So we'll move on to the January 1st organization meeting minutes.
I'm sorry, Joe, we do have draft January minutes.
That's one of the organization meetings.
Yes.
That's what I'm working on now. So if everybody had time to review that, like a motion to accept the minutes for January 1st.
Motion.
Motion by John Latini, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Dave Reynolds. We'll have the clerk call for the roll.
Councilman Prestera,
Aye.
Councilman Latini,
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds,
Aye.
Councilman Tehan,
Aye.
Supervisor Messa.
Aye. Okay, minutes are approved. Yes.
Could you ask the folks to put their microphones a little closer to their mouths, because sometimes we have a hard time hearing.
Sure. Yeah, just turn on the buttons. We're all live now.
They're not working at all.
Can you hear us now?
They will, I don't think.
There
There you go.
How about that, guys? Can you hear us? There you go.
Better? We're gonna. Red is on there. Yeah. So full disclosure, we're working on the audio and video. So today's the first test with the live mics. So bear with us. We'll get it better. We have public comments limited to 3 minutes, and the clerk has some sign-ins. If anyone signed up to speak, she'll call me up.
Just have Mr. Masood as a question mark.
Did you want to speak, Mr. Masood, or comment?
Oh, I apologize. I thought this was going to be a public hearing on the solar.
Yeah, that's
And
next. It's
I misunderstood the scheduling for tonight.
so at the December 10th meeting, we made a motion to have a public hearing. It didn't get posted in the paper, so we're going to talk about resending that motion, make a new motion for the next town board meeting on February.
I can't give my comment tonight. Don't come back next time, could I?
Well, it's a public comment, so you can still comment if you wish.
Is there anything I can say? I forgot to sign the sheet. I just have a general, I don't know what's going on with the plowing lately. We haven't had anybody come down Church Street at all since Saturday. It's still just a slushy, rainy, no one's plowing. I don't know what happened, if something happened, but they're not just coming in our little cul-de-sac area.
They don't
I
come down
don't
and
know.
go around and leave a big
Yeah.
tile right there in the corner, Church and Hamilton.
Yeah, it goes right across the road, and I know you had another issue. We had a neighbor that kept on calling you because you were getting too close to her little pretty lawn and scratching this thing up. Well, she caused all this trouble, and she moved to Virginia.
Okay.
And the
Just to let you
parking,
know, that she caused all this kinds of trouble about her little pretty property. And, you know, it's just,
so they
we
wouldn't
just-
leave nothing in front of her house.
Well, that's fine, but I'm just saying, just right now, I talked to you last June about I showed you the pictures of the parking of the cars across the road.
They're still
Your
there.
plow guys cannot go down Church Street no more. They're back out there again.
Is that still the
And I
same,
have pictures of it.
same owner in the house on the
The-
left?
Yeah, they won't.
Yeah, the ones on the right and the apartment houses on the left. The tail of those cars, and I can say, I got pictures from the last storm. If your trucks wanted to go down there, they could. And my only thing is, because I did, since I retired, I volunteered for the Wellville Fire Department. If there's a fire, you're not getting fire trucks down there. Somebody, you have to have public safety.
Yeah, I agree.
They don't get it.
I'll adjust the parking issue for you.
You have to have an ordinance to get them to move?
There's a park, there is an ordinance.
Or
Place.
if it has to be, can we somehow get where it isn't legal to park in front of those houses? Because when, I apologize, but when we moved in '94, we were told that nobody was allowed to park their cars in front of them houses for that purpose, to get up and down the street. Everybody's parking all over the place. It's just ridiculous.
And when they moved out a week ago, they had the big U-Haul on Church Street, and Barry wouldn't move his car, the whole road was blocked all day.
Yeah, we got one neighbor, he parks out in the back property on Brooks Lane. As soon as the sun comes up, he comes up and puts it up on Church Street and leaves it in front of his house on the road.
And the whole road was blocked.
I'm just thinking, since I, started to do a little public service,
Right.
it's a safety issue, I believe. If someone calls with a house fire, you're not gonna get fire trucks there.
So, Chief, you'll look at the parking, and Rick, you have,
And the other issue that you mentioned, actually I was on WKTV tonight for an
We
interview.
haven't watched the news yet.
It's
You're gonna take delay.
going to be on there at 6 and I believe at 11. Town of Marcy was on there as well. We're in the same predicament as we were last winter. No salt, you can't get salt. And they were on a 2-week vacation up at Barrett. I had the barn loaded with enough bees to get us through with the storms, and especially the ice storms, 2 of them, they were gone.
Yeah, no, I'm just
So
saying,
it's
it just,
very, the
it just
materials,
seemed like just that little cul-de-sac.
Right.
That they're going down Oneida Street, Elm Street,
right.
the big road. But when it comes to the little ones, they haven't been doing anything, that's why.
Nothing.
We just want, we're just curious what's going on, that's all.
Sure.
Hey, chief, is there no parking on that street or no?
There's no overnight parking anywhere in the
Oh,
town
overnight
park this time of year. Also, you can't,
How many people are in there on
can't,
that street?
Oh, I guarantee you, there's at least 5 vehicles that are in the plows everybody's way, every day.
Okay.
there's no overnight parking in the town anywhere this time of year, first of all.
No, I
Second of
know.
all, you
Well,
can't.
since they've been allowed to park in front of the apartment houses, these guys have got these quad cab,
Pick up.
4-wheel drive pickup trucks, and they're past half the road. And I'm saying, it's just gonna be an issue someday.
Sure.
Something's gonna happen and nobody can get emergency services there.
As far as
I believe.
parking on a property, that's a codes issue. They're physically have their vehicles at the front lawn. If they're blocking the road, like they're in the road, they're blocking the plow or blocking other traffic, that falls back to the police. That's a parking
Because
issue.
there's been a couple
We'll
of
get
times,
it for you.
there's been a couple of times when they come to plow, and these guys have been so much, they've come past our house on Hamilton and Church. They pushed up to as far as they could, backed up and turned in front of our house, went to the other side, come down to Pear Street, stopped and turned around and went back because he couldn't go through. It's
And all those
it's a shame. It's,
They were all talked to this fall when we paved those roads.
yeah, man, yeah, nice
And they were
pavement.
told then, you can't park in front of your house as a black, in the
They,
streets.
they haven't changed their mind, people that live there, that's all.
Yeah. So we'll work together with the chief.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
and would you mind just stating your name and address for the record?
Philip Davis, 9401 Hamilton Street, Chadwick's-Neal.
Thank you.
As the highway superintendent said, we'll work together to try to work that out for you. Just keep in mind, say you do see it as a hazardous condition, if you see a car, say you go home tonight, you see it, please call us, so we can send an officer immediately over to deal with it.
Well, if after the meeting, if you want to see the picture to show what the last
Well,
one
no, I'm
was.
saying, next time you do
Yeah,
see it, if you
yes.
see it, it'll be our eyes and ears, if we're not there yet, it would help.
All right.
Yeah, if you see it, just call it in,
Yeah,
like
I
the
just
chief
hate to see
said.
somebody get burned in their house because you can't get anything there.
They'll send an officer there,
Yeah.
like he said. I'll take care of
I'm
it.
surprised the plow guys haven't called to complain they can't get down.
Yeah, that's it, they just been turning around and going the other direction, which is weird.
We'll address that. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So next, we're going to rescind the December 10th resolution motion for a public hearing for the solar moratorium, as it wasn't posted in the paper or on the website or in the glass casing up front. So make a motion to rescind that.
I'll move it.
I'll second.
Shall kick off for a roll call on that?
Councilman Matheny?
Oh, I think we're on this one.
Oh, you.
No,
that's
it's-
first.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, go ahead. You got me confused. No, you're right. Aye.
Okay. Councilman Reynolds?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Just not roll call.
Voting roll call.
Aye.
On the motion to rescind.
Aye.
Thank you. Councilman Tian,
Aye.
Supervisor Massa,
Aye.
and Councilman Becerra.
Aye.
Thank you.
Now I'd like to make a resolution
I know.
to schedule the public hearing for the solar moratorium for the February 4th meeting at 6 p.m. Take a motion.
No motion.
Motion by Councilman Latini. Can we get a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman
Deanne.
Tehan, sorry. And Michelle, if you can call for the vote.
Councilman Reynolds,
Aye.
Councilman Tian,
Aye.
Supervisor Massa,
Aye.
Councilman Becerra,
Aye.
Councilman Latini.
Aye.
Mr. Colley, can you draw up the legal notice and?
Yeah, we have, we just have to change the dates.
Okay. And then, if the clerk can send out to all the board members so that we know that it was, you know,
Sure.
submitted and drafted up. Okay, next we have the vouchers. Did everyone have an opportunity to review the vouchers? The motion to approve?
So moved.
Motion by Councilman Reynolds, second by Councilman Latini. If the clerk can call for roll.
Councilman Tian,
Aye, and there's one payment in there for Adirondack Bank, which I abstain on.
Supervisor Massa,
Aye.
Councilman Becerra,
Aye.
Councilman Latini,
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds.
Aye.
Thank you.
Next, we're going to move to matters submitted by the town supervisor. A couple contracts came up that aren't on the agenda. I'd like to get approved. We have a tank, safe, storage liability, it's an annual. This is something that the highway superintendent looks at, same as last year, and I think the town attorney, Mr. Cully, looked at as well.
Yes, yes, I have.
Everything looks good?
It does.
Can I get a motion to sign this?
No motion.
Motion by Councilman Latini, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Tehan. And clerk, can you give the roll call, please? on
Sure.
this?
Supervisor Massa,
Aye.
Councilman Becerra,
Aye.
Councilman Latini,
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds,
Aye.
Councilman Tian,
Aye.
all in favor.
Aye.
Thank you.
And then we have another one, please. From High Street Insurance, it is insurance and financial services. You guys saw that, the covers the finances and tourism coverage. The premium went down just a little bit. 2025 to 2026 premium was $17.88, went down to $16.92. In that,
Any changes?
no, our town attorney reviewed this.
Yeah, just the premium.
Okay.
Coverage didn't change.
It's employer liability up to $1 million.
Gotcha.
So, or there's two here that I should, two motions, one for the terrorism, one for the.
Yes.
Okay, so first motion will be for the financial and insurance coverage. We have a motion by Councilman Reynolds.
I'll second.
Second by Councilman Latini. And if the clerk can call a roll.
Councilman Becerra,
Aye.
Councilman Deteen.
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds.
Aye.
Councilman Tian.
Aye.
Supervisor Messa.
Aye.
All in favor?
And then next one is for the terrorism, it's just a $17 coverage. It's embedded in the overall premium, but we can get a motion on terrorism coverage.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Tehan, second by Councilman Christera, seconds. Clerk, roll.
Councilman Deteen.
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds.
Aye.
Councilman Tian.
Aye.
Supervisor Messa.
Aye.
Councilman Pacero.
Aye.
All in favor?
Next, we have the so we have the fire contracts for 2026. First one is the Village of New Hartford, District 3 for $66,462.81. Can I get a motion to accept?
I'll move it.
Second?
I'll second.
Second by Councilman Latini. And if the clerk can give a roll.
Councilman Reynolds.
Aye.
Councilman Tian.
Aye.
Councilman Pacero.
Aye.
Councilman Deteen. Supervisor Messa.
Aye.
All in favor?
So all these will be passed along for your signatures on these. Okay.
Yep.
Next one is Village of New Hartford, District 1 and 2, $807,242.02. So I get a motion.
I'll move it.
Motion by Councilman Reynolds.
I'll second.
Second by Councilman Prestera. And clerk calls a roll.
Councilman Tian.
Aye.
Supervisor Messa.
Aye.
Councilman Pacero.
Aye.
Councilman Deteen. Councilman Reynolds.
Aye.
All in favor?
Next agreement is District 4, Willow Meadow Fire Company. This one is for $379,942.90. I can have a motion to approve.
I'll move it.
Motion by Councilman Reynolds. Second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Tehan. Shall we call the roll?
Councilman Tian.
Aye.
Supervisor Messa.
Aye.
Councilman Pacero.
Aye.
Councilman Deteen.
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds.
Aye.
All in favor?
Last one is District 5, Village of New York Mills, amount of $195,754.39. I have a motion to approve.
No motion.
Motion by Councilman Latini, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Reynolds. Clerk, call the roll.
Supervisor Messa.
Aye.
Councilman Pacero.
Aye.
Councilman Deteen.
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds.
Aye.
Councilman Tian.
Aye.
All in favor?
Okay, thank you. Now we have all my agenda items. We had some issues with the main door. I spoke with a number of councilmen and the highway superintendent, and we had some good feedback in terms of some options for repair and replace, because there was getting some issues with the key swipe and the lock. Either highway superintendent would like to share his thoughts, or Councilman Latino, you had some input as well.
Yes, okay. We've talked, me, Rick, and the supervisor, and just to give you guys a little, I'm not gonna knock anybody's business or anything, but I think the first, Jim, the first thing we talked about, that place I mentioned, I don't think I'd go there. Only because he'll stall you. We gotta get it done. So I think if we definitely get a hold of a glass place, maybe you with glass or Morrow's, make a phone call there, Rick. I could do it, you could do it, whatever. Have them come up and look at it, measure it. I just think there'll be a procrastination, and I know we want to get it done. Jim's eager to get it done, I agree with him. it's gotta be taken care of as soon as possible, so I would suggest, we'll get a couple quotes, have them come look at
I've
it.
already started.
Okay, it's already done. Okay, then we're good.
We have it for the next meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
My suggestion is, it's been going on for months and months, almost a year. They tried repairing it, they ordered the parts came in, they were the wrong parts, and that's where we are today. My suggestion is a whole new door unit. Let's just get it done.
Also, we have on there like an awning for protection of the snow.
Yes.
Is that something you have included, or
Yes.
separate quotes?
Yep.
Okay.
What I'm thinking is, in the village of New Hartford, Tom and Cavallos, they got those awnings that went over the windows and things like that. They were canvas. We just want the water to run off and get away from the building.
Right.
And, so that's what I'm looking at.
Okay. I appreciate that.
Hey, Rick, not that I know anything about that stuff, but I just was told there's a possibility that maybe we could look at a structure too, because they're thinking, I talked to a few contractors, they're thinking maybe because the wind's so strong up here, maybe the canvas will hold up, so I don't know. I'm not making that decision.
So let's look at a couple options.
Ideas, right? Just so you don't have a problem with later ripped in or whatever. Okay.
Thank you both. Next group, I'd like to create a stormwater committee. What's the,
We probably already have.
do we have one in staff?
We have a bunch of committees, and I can check and see if we previously had a storm.
We always had one.
Yeah.
Do we have one?
Oh,
Yes.
So I'd like to have a post to have letters submitted of interest and resumes and things of that
Yeah.
nature. We can post that.
Liz DiGeronimo, I don't know if you remember her.
I
She
do.
was on the planning board,
Yeah.
and she chaired our stormwater committee. I was on it. We met probably 3 or 4 times a year, came up with some suggestions, and we prioritized various improvements. So I would post anyone interested and get names and any information that they want to submit about themselves, and we'll go with it.
Liz was very good, although I think she's moved now.
Oh, yeah, she lives up at Cedar Lake.
Yeah,
She was excellent.
yeah, very good. Yeah, that's
So
right.
Michelle will put
Yeah.
the post out there.
Yeah.
We'll put it in, Barb gets back, we'll post it on the website as well. Next, I'm looking for the town board to determine a per hourly rate for the town supervisor, confidential secretary, part-time, no benefits. So we get a per hour rate from you gentlemen.
What do we have in the budget currently for equivalent part-time or something of that nature?
Christina? They're asking the questions of part-time rates.
What's the rate for part-time?
Is it budgeted?
For the 26th, I don't think so, but I don't have the budget in front of me.
What page you on, Dave?
I'm just looking at the salary list, John,
Yeah, what page?
from our org meeting, it's toward the back. I'm not sure who's part-time as I look at this thing.
Now, whose position is this?
It's a for a confidential secretary. It's been in there in the past,
Okay.
so.
I mean, when I was secretary, it was 22, but that was full-time, I don't know.
When you guys see it's in the budget.
The money? Yeah, there's money's gonna be in the budget for that. I just need to know what a rate would be.
It was $22 an hour, no benefits?
No, I was full-time when I was the secretary,
So it's with benefits.
but if you're doing part-time, I don't know what the hours.
Yeah, but this is part-time, and usually don't provide benefits.
Right.
So when was that?
I think there's another employee that's part-time that's like 20.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Jim.
20?
You can always amend it.
It's up to the board.
Start, like you said, you can always amend it, right? You can always change it.
You can always change it.
Okay. What do you think, Dave? Thomas, 20, okay, start.
Yeah, you okay with that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna vote on it, because I think that's under my,
Who is the individual?
I don't have one, because I don't know what the salary,
Okay.
or the.
Okay, I thought you had somebody else.
No, because I
Okay.
can't
Well,
speak to it. until-
Dave, just like Herb just said, he could always amend it, move it later, higher if you wanted to. I'd start off with 20.
So we have a motion for $20 per hour for town supervisors, confidential secretary, part-time, no benefits. Motion by Councilman Martini, second by Councilman Reynolds. Clerk, can you call the roll call?
Councilman Pissarro?
Aye.
Councilman Dean?
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds?
Aye.
Councilman Deanne?
Aye.
Supervisor Mesa?
I'm abstaining because it shorts to me.
I'm for it, that's all I have to say.
Next, so this year, I know we're only a few days into the new year, and there's been some shuffling around of some staff. So Christina Lacey's been with the town of Hartford for a number of years. She was full-time. She left, well, went part-time, and now is, with some shifting around, there's an opportunity for her to come back full-time. And it is under Senior Office Specialist 1, which she's held at before. And I would like to have a motion to bring her back full-time at $25 an hour.
I'll motion.
Second.
Michelle, if you can call for a roll call.
June commencing January 14th. Effective January 14th is
Is
what
that,
Yeah,
okay,
you
yeah.
do that, maybe before that, but.
Okay, or sooner, yes,
We're going to smack on the face.
for Christina.
Rick, like as soon as possible.
I know. Well, thank you.
tomorrow.
So we have the motion, we have a second, and you're going through the roll call now?
Councilman Dean?
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds?
Yes, just discussion.
Discussion, sorry.
She's also gonna be the secretary for the highway superintendent, is that correct?
Yeah, so it's.
That's an important position.
Yeah, so right now it's gonna be like a kind of rotating a little bit, but mainly, office, clerk, so it's gonna be with bookkeeping and, helping out what she's been doing and, highway.
Aye.
Councilman Deanne?
Aye.
Supervisor Mesa?
Aye.
Please start with Pissarro. Councilman Pissarro?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next is, I just wanted to discuss some term limits for town supervisor and councilman. I deferred to the town attorney, and he said there's maybe some things being presented in possibly the Senate, or Assembly rather.
Yeah, there was a bill introduced in January of last year in the Assembly to set term limits for town supervisors in the town of New Hartford to 4-year limit. As you know, in some municipal towns, they serve 2-year terms. We happen to serve 4-year. But the limit was suggested to have them limited to 4 years, no more, 1 4-year term, so that you rotate and get different people involved in government. That legislation is currently in committee before the local towns committee, and that's where it stands now. I suggest, and if you're going to do it other than that legislation, what we would do is we'd have to do a local law, and that local law would be subject to a mandatory referendum, not a permissive referendum. So it would be put on the ballot in the fall. So I think we can follow up on this and track the Assembly bill and then make a decision how you want to proceed.
Just on that, it may be premature, I mean, it's gonna go through the process, but I'm not sure a one-term supervisor is reasonable. I'm not sure you can accomplish much in one term. I think perhaps 2 terms is something that should be considered, but 1 term I don't feel is enough to accomplish some important things. It's just-
Yeah, I was surprised when I saw the assembly legislation
One term is
for
not.
4 years. It's correct, well, a lot of times they look at the 2-year and figure it's two-year terms.
Right,
But I agree with you, 4 years is not a long time.
right, and certainly getting more people involved is a noble effort, but one 4-year term is not right, I don't think, anyways.
If they pass that, we can't do our
We
own
could
work.
pass a local law, if you can pass a local law to override in our case.
Herb, question, Stu Miller, Morgan Lane. Does that address the councilman or just the supervisor?
Just the supervisor.
So I think once we get a determination on that, then we can look at,
Yeah, there's nothing in that, because I have the bill, there's nothing in there relating to council people.
yeah, I wasn't aware that it was just a 4-year, because when we spoke, we had.
Yeah, it's 4 years.
Yeah, we were looking into it. Okay.
And if the town passed a local law, Herb, then that would
I have
prevent an
to check,
override?
yeah, I have to check,
That's in New York.
we can usually override, I have to make sure that there isn't a restriction on this, it doesn't allow an override.
Well, thank you, just wanted to kind of bring that to the board's attention. Next is the councilman and the department heads. As we come to these board meetings, there's a lot of information that happens within the month, and I'm looking to see if we all put together a PowerPoint presentation. It really shows the number of calls, it might be a particular situation that you've encountered. I'd like to have you include with the agenda items, and like I said, I'll help you with the PowerPoint document. I'll get that out to you. Take a look at it. It'll be pretty basic, but at least it gives us some visibility of activity that you're encountering in your particular areas, and I think it brings a good level of transparency to the community. What situations you're dealing with. So like I said, I'll get that out to you folks shortly. Same with the department heads. I spoke with a few, Chief Fontaine. I haven't gotten with Darlene or George yet, but I will. And same thing, just a level of things you'd like to share with the board. We'll have it all set up for you, and you guys attend, and I do appreciate it, so at least you have an opportunity to share what happened in the last month and update the residents as well as the board. Okay. And you also work with your standing committee members as well to help you with that. Okay. And next, I just had a couple resident concerns that were emailed. I think Councilman Tina and myself were on this. There's a concern on Commercial Drive between the corners of Best Buy and Walgreens of inadequate lighting. I know it's probably a state road, right, Rick? It's state road.
It's a state road, but once they put the lighting up, then it's the town of New Hartford taking care of it,
Of the lighting.
of the lighting
Right.
in the building.
Yeah. So, is that creating a district, Herb?
I think there already is, isn't there on Commercial Drive, I would guess. There we have a district.
So, we reach out to the state, Rick?
Yep.
Is that something you want to take the lead on, or in conjunction with myself and Councilman Tanner?
Jim, that was triggered by a constituent's call.
Yeah, and it is dark over there as we travel through. I
Right.
see what they're saying.
Right.
And there is a sidewalk there that, it's-
Very, very difficult to maintain the sidewalk over there, but
Yeah.
I understand, and I'd just like to ask the chief, we still have, and I'm not sure there's any, I know there's no easy answer, but people walking on Seneca Turnpike in the road, in the turning lane, on Commercial Drive, it's a real issue. If your patrol sees it,
We can address that if we see it. There is a, I believe, a vehicle and traffic law section that pedestrians themselves can be cited for.
right,
But, more overwhelming is their safety, so.
Right.
Yeah, we
Right.
keep going.
all right, thanks, chief.
Those sidewalks are.
Thanks, Chief.
Right, Right, no, I know.
We try the best,
I know, it's
without actually
impossible.
down there tonight.
I know, I saw that. Most of them have been
What
cleared.
happens is we clean the sidewalk,
And then they plow.
and the state plows and
I know.
puts it right back.
Same with my Seneca Turnpike.
Yes.
I know.
They go through and wing it, and when they wing it, it wings into the, yeah, I didn't say there was an easy answer.
No, it's, I Captain asked about that too. Let's see. Yeah, so the next one was, it was the same thing. I understand with the wing and everything on Seneca Turnpike that the sidewalks get covered. I know we had an incident out there, I think, a few years back. So, best we can do with maintaining that. Again, these are just concerns that were brought up from residents I want to share with the board. And next is a matter by town attorney.
I drafted a local law. There was a request that I drafted to reinstate the town supervisor's salary from the level that it currently is back to the level that it was last year with no health insurance. Did that get circulated? Do we have that?
The local law.
I drew it.
I didn't receive that.
No.
You sent that, Herb?
To you?
Or just to me?
Yeah. And I thought you were going to give it to Michelle to type up.
Want to do it for the next one? Or-
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll table that for the next meeting.
You got a motion?
Unless you want to
You have a
pull
motion
the
to
board.
Yeah.
What's that? I don't,
Print it if you want.
you sent it to me, Herb, you said?
Yeah. I don't know if it's been typed. I sent you the draft.
I got a text from you. I don't remember getting a hard copy.
Yeah, why don't we just table it, because you know,
I'm fine with the one.
it's up to you. I mean,
I don't have I don't see an email with the correct version. That's fine. Next we have executive session, but we'll do that at the end. Right, Herb?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move on to reports by town departments. First, we have town clerk Michelle Moran. Want to give updates?
The 2026 tax update, we are up and running, currently collecting taxes. It's going well now that we've worked out some kinks. The warrant was dispersed, and we will just continue on. We're getting help from Adirondack Bank. The computer IT email setup status, we were a little slow getting started with that. We had some issues that needed addressing first thing Friday morning. Myself and Nora, the deputy clerk, had computer access or email access, so we were a little behind the 8 ball on that, but we're currently up and running and moving forward at a high rate of speed. I have a raffle application for the New Hartford American Legion that was on my desk when I came in, so I don't know what usually happens with that. You guys approved that?
You put that in the packet?
Yes. No, actually, it's not in the packet. It's just their normal 2026 annual military license.
I think we have to approve that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah.
We do it all the time.
Okay. I'll make a motion.
You have a motion by John Martini,
Yeah.
second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Tehan. Discussion? Okay, Michelle, roll.
Councilman Pistero?
Aye.
Councilman Latini?
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds?
Aye.
Councilman Tehan?
Aye.
Supervisor Messa?
Aye.
All in favor? I'd like to ask to reaffirm the appointment of Teresa Messa as my deputy registrar.
Have a motion?
Motion by
Second.
Councilman Tehan, second by Councilman Latini. Discussion? Okay, Michelle. roll.
Councilman Latini? Councilman Reynolds?
Aye.
Councilman Tehan?
Aye.
Councilman Pistero?
Aye.
Supervisor Messa?
Abstain.
All abstain. And then I also request the board to consider the appointment of sub-registrars in case of the absence of Registrar Mesa and myself. So to name Deputy Clerk Keller and Secretary Hensel to be appointed as sub-registrars.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion?
That's without
Without consideration.
consideration, okay. And do you know, I'm just curious, did we have that arrangement previously?
It was.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Councilman Reynolds?
Aye.
Councilman Tehan?
Aye.
Supervisor Mesa?
Aye.
Councilman Brustera?
Aye.
Councilman Latini?
Aye.
All in favor?
Next, we'll move on to Chief Ron Fontaine.
Thank you. I submitted the Town of Kirkland Shelter Agreement, Town of Kirkland Animal Control Officer Agreement that was updated, and then they did agree to return it. Town of Parish Shelter Agreement, Town of Deerfield Shelter Agreement, and Whitesboro Shelter Agreement for review. There was an addendum that we added after working with ACO John Shreen. The addendum basically protects the town of Hartford from becoming the ultimate owner of a animal that's seized from another municipality, or taken in, I should say, from another municipality. After the 5 to 10 day statutory hold, the town of Hartford, my recommendation would be anyway, the town of Hartford does not want to be the ultimate owner of that animal. The town that we housed it for would want to be the owner, so that it can't be adopted out. It would go back to them. They'd have to make decisions on what to do with it if one they chose not to want to shelter it any longer. So that's really all the addendum is to cover us so we don't ultimately have to take ownership after the legal holds have expired.
Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
When we were with Stephen Swans, what happened is after the 5 or 10 day statutory hold, Stephen Swans would then become the owner of the animal, and we were out of the picture. We want to be on the right side of that. Now that we're the shelter, we don't want to
Right.
have to have the animal.
I agree.
There's no requirement for you to, or for the town to have ownership as a shelter owner?
No, it would go back to the contracted municipality.
Okay.
Was
Just curious, I mean, what would they do with the animal without a shelter available to them?
I don't know, everybody in the county is going to be facing this now because Stephen Swans canceled all their, rescinded all their contracts. They didn't renew their contracts for 26.
Are they going to, or just not doing it?
I don't know what their plan is, but I think it's probably the reason that we're seeing half a dozen or so municipalities reach out right after the first year, because everybody received notification.
Right.
But again, when we looked at the initial agreements that we had talked about in the past few months, John and I realized that, with the way it worked when we were with Stephen Swans was at the 5 or 10 days statutory hold expired, and then we paid for that service and shelter in that 5 or 10 days. After that, the fees stopped. Stephen Swans now becomes the legal owner of the animal, responsible for adopting it out, euthanizing it, whatever the
Whatever the
says.
procedure is.
We don't want to be in that situation for another municipality's intake. We want to simply provide them the shelter for as long as they want to pay for it, and then if it will assist them with adopting the animal out, use social media, what have you. But ultimately, if it can't be adopted, it goes. They continue to pay for sheltering, but they have to make a decision for how long they want to do that, or take it back and do whatever they choose to do with it, as opposed to us having that.
Well, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
So, everybody have an opportunity to look at these agreements?
Absolutely, yeah, great. John and the chief did a wonderful job in this.
Their job's great.
So approve these individually?
Yes.
What?
I didn't know if you were talking to me or not.
So we have the first one for the Kirkland Shelter Agreement. We have a motion to approve.
So moved.
Motion by Councilman Reynolds,
Second.
second by Councilman Latini. Discussion?
I had one question, which kind of applies to all of them, but I'll ask you now. It's number 8, Chief, on the addendum. Each animal control officer will be permitted access 24 hours, 7 days a week to the facility. So other animal control officers outside of town in Hartford will have access
Correct.
to that building.
If they seize an animal, middle of the night or whenever it may be, they drive it there. And
Sure.
they drop it off.
Okay,
There's an intake form that our animal control officer Shane has prepared for them to fill out, and then, they make notification to them, or to him, I should say, that.
okay. I'm just, and I don't recall how many animals can be taken in. I'm just wondering if all of these municipalities, which is excellent, have an interest in joining the shelter.
I haven't double checked the final count on the kennels. I mean, we have some kennels that are not assembled yet, but in there also, we did put it's in the addendum, I believe, that we can deny them use space.
Yeah, we have a right to refuse. We don't
Just,
have-
just for that,
Yeah.
and John actually pointed that out.
Okay.
Once we fill up.
Okay. And I guess to her, the question on liability for them accessing the facility without supervision, is there any form or insurance that's needed to support that?
Well, we have insurance coverage and we have a rider put on for the animal shelter.
Okay. Very good.
You got originals? Or,
I have the originals.
okay. So, Michelle, go for the roll.
Councilman Reynolds?
This is for Kirkland, am I correct?
Kirkland, Shelter.
Aye.
Councilman Tehan?
Aye.
Supervisor Messa?
Aye.
Councilman Prestera?
Aye.
Councilman Deteen?
All right. That's the first one for Kirkland. Okay.
So next, we have the Kirkland ACO agreement. Have a motion to accept that.
Move it.
Motion by Councilman Reynolds.
Second. Oh,
Second.
sorry.
Councilman Prestera. Discussion on this one?
Just thanks, Chief, for making that update. I think it's a fair adjustment. I hope they were okay with it.
No concerns whatsoever.
Great.
Excellent.
Thanks, Chief.
Clerk, call for a roll.
Councilman Tehan?
Aye.
Supervisor Messa?
Aye.
Councilman Prestera?
Aye.
Councilman Deteen?
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds?
Aye.
All in favor?
Next, we have the Parish Shelter Agreement. Have a motion to approve.
A motion.
Motion by Councilman Latini. Second.
Second.
By Councilman Tehan. Discussion. Clerk, if you call for a roll.
Councilman Prestera?
Aye.
Councilman Deteen?
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds?
Aye.
Councilman Tehan?
Aye.
Supervisor Messa?
Aye.
All in favor?
We have one for Fairfield.
Yep.
So we have a motion to approve.
Motion.
Motion by Councilman Latini, second. I'll second. By Councilman Prestera. Discussion. Clerk will call for a roll.
Councilman Deteen?
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds?
Aye.
Councilman Tehan?
Aye.
Supervisor Messa?
Aye.
Councilman Prestera?
Aye.
All in favor?
Last agreement is for Whitesboro Shelter Agreement. I have a motion to accept.
Said, I think it might be waste now.
Oh, I'm sorry, Whitesboro. It is Whitesboro, thank you. It's on the agenda as Whitesboro, and you have it as Whitestone. Whitestone. A motion? I'll make it. By Councilman Prestera, second.
Second.
Second by Councilman Reynolds. Discussion? And clerk calls for roll.
Councilman Tehan?
Aye.
Supervisor Messa?
Aye.
Councilman Prestera?
Aye.
Councilman Deteen?
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds?
Aye.
All in favor?
Just a question for the chief. We covered what happens if, for instance, Kirkland comes in and they overstayed their welcome, if you will. How do we handle a dog that we've taken in and the time has run out on?
We have to just continue to try to adopt it, or, depending on the factors, it certainly would be an absolute last resort, we could consider euthanizing it, but, absent Stephen's watch, we have no choice. So,
And obviously, every attempt is made to
no
find.
choice but to take it in and try to.
No, I understand. But obviously, every effort is made to try to find the owner, and I've seen it online, we have a dog coming in,
We put them online on social media.
Right.
Some dogs occasionally will find our microchip, and we have a microchip reader, so we can track them like that.
Chief, that's just, your.
I just need when you guys go into executive session, just need a minute instead of actually go back and someone come out and get me. Just briefly, make an update on something.
Is that personnel?
Personal matter.
Okay. So we'll add that to the
Yep.
executive session. Next we have personnel department. That's you.
Okay, so, under civil service rules, we have to, submit resignations for everyone that leaves. Unfortunately, we have like part-time people and seasonal people that don't always turn them in, so we're just required to, pass a resignation, to remove the employees that did not submit a resignation. I only have one, so it would be John Abinator. He was a clerk in the, courts, part-time.
Motion to accept.
Yep, motion to remove him as a former employee.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Clerk calls for a roll.
Councilman Pistera?
Aye.
Councilman Latini?
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds?
Aye.
Councilman Tian?
Aye.
Supervisor Messa?
Aye.
All in favor?
Okay, one more thing for Rick. We have a gentleman that applied for the motor equipment operator position. We have like 5 openings. He was approved at the county level, so Rick would like to appoint David Stevenson, motor equipment operator. The starting salary per the highway contract is $22. The request for the start date would be immediately. It's a full-time permanent position.
I'll move it.
Okay, so we have a motion by Councilman Latini.
I'll second it.
Second by Councilman Pistera. Discussion? Rick, anything you want to add?
No, I interviewed him, he's a good man, he drove tractor trailer for a while. This past season, he worked for UPS as a runner, going from the truck to the houses, but he's interested in a full-time position again and got his CDL and ready to go.
Plus.
Now to fill the truck that sits on the night shift
What's his start date? What would his start date be, as soon as possible?
as soon as possible. So I'll give him a call tomorrow, maybe Friday, if not Friday, Monday.
Very good. Nice.
Okay, Rick. Good job.
Two more in the works that's down the road, but.
Good job, Rick, we need them.
Yes.
Clerk, call for a roll.
Councilman Latini?
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds?
Aye.
Councilman Tian?
Aye.
Supervisor Messa?
Aye.
Councilman Pistera?
Aye.
All in favor? Barb, could I just get the name of the employee that's resigning, or did resign, John Abinator?
Abinator.
Thank you.
Real quick, Miss, in the green jacket, I'm sorry, you raised your hand. Did you need to say something? Or?
Oh, yeah, I did have a question. I apologize that I missed the public comment.
It's okay.
Okay, thank you. I just wanted to bring up, I guess most urgently, that the sidewalks on Seneca Turnpike aren't plowed, and my husband took the bus home today, and he had to walk in Seneca Turnpike.
Yeah, so we were addressing that. That was one of the items on there. Again, some of the things that happen after we clear it, if the state comes by with the state road, and if the wing of their plow covers it again. And so we're going to work on making sure that's maintained.
Yeah, respectfully, it looks like it wasn't plowed or maintained at all, and I have photos, like it looks like it was just like the wing thing you're talking about. It looks like that layer upon layer upon layer. And I shovel my own driveway by hand. I'm over in Ward 4, and I know that, it takes a lot of work, especially this past few days. It's crazy, but I'm just really concerned about my husband. This is the first time with us trying him taking public transport, and that's not tenable.
Yeah, they'll be on it, because I gotta tell you, they're catching up. I mean, we've had it was on the news yesterday that we had our last 40 days, 38 days of snow.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
It's unbelievable.
It's been a lot.
So, and I noticed that our town is working on Chapman now too. Tonight coming down, they're doing all the sidewalks, so.
New Hartford usually does such a
they'll
great
get it.
job with the roads, so I just wanted to.
Yeah,
to
they'll be
mention
on
that.
it.
Is there,
What's
and
that?
if, I don't know if I went over the 3 minutes, or, but there was a,
No, you're fine.
okay, thank you. I live over in the Manors, on Sycamore Manors, I just moved there, and, the house has been in my family for, since the Manors started in the 50s though, but, there's been some flooding in the properties, so I'm really happy to see that there's a stormwater, committee being formed, I think that's fantastic. But I was kind of talking to my neighbors about it, and it seems like, that the church, the St. Thomas Church had, and I believe I spoke with you about it too.
Okay,
Yeah, hi. It turns out St. Thomas Church, when they leveled that field in the back there, they've got 9 acres behind them, that's over on Clinton Road. They were told by the gentleman who worked on leveling it that they needed to, they were gonna have flooding problems, and this was decades ago. And he was like, I can do it for you, or you'll have the town do it. And whoever owns the church over there was like, no, don't worry about it. So this was addressed decades ago, but now it's impacting my neighbor's yard. They're underwater all the time. It's pretty, I know it's wetland, but it's truly wetland over there, and it's impacting their properties, and it's getting pretty bad. And so I'm concerned with the sale of the church, what's going to happen. I know there's been a lot of talk. It seems like it's currently zoned for low-density housing, but I'm really concerned that if there's not low density, I apologize, medium density, I don't think there's going to be anywhere for that water to go, and I don't know if we want more sewers, but taking away the trees across that NIMO just took down from the back end of the property of St. Thomas Church has caused more floodwater to increase. The high-density housing that's going up across the street from St. Thomas Church on the other side of the road, there isn't any guardrails or anything that the construction folks are putting up with all the apartments coming. So there's just a number of factors that seem to be contributing to it flooding over there. And then of course the New Hartford School District is talking about putting a bus garage. I just don't think that if that happens, we're going to be underwater. That's my concern. So
When and if it's sold, if the use is changed, they'd have to go before the planning board for a site plan review. And one of the key issues that our planning board and our town engineer address is stormwater. And they're going to have to show that they can handle all the stormwater on site. It's a very important component.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I was so happy to see it was on there. Thank you so much for your time.
Would you mind providing your name and address for the clerk so we can have that on record as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want me to write it down or just state it?
I have a card, but I can't read it.
Thank you.
Sure, thank you.
Yep.
It was 21 Tamarack, what's that? 21 Tamarack?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So there, just for the board's edification, there's power lines, large transformer power lines that go down from the hill, across Route 12, down past St. Thomas Church, down behind Stanhope Court. So a lot of that area was maintained by National Grid. I think they removed some trees, and then there's a vacant field, used to be a ball field, where she's referring to as well, that they cut a lot of the grass as they needed to. But some of the challenges with the water coming down that hill, so hopefully when the next ownership takes over with the St. Thomas Church, they'll be able to do some good work there as well.
Thank you. Matter submitted by the Councilman Reynolds.
Yes. Fire inspections for December, we did 10 fire inspections with 6 re-inspections. And I asked for a report for calendar year 25, and Michelle gave me a beautiful, voluminous report, so big I kind of overlooked it because I wanted time to read it over, but nevertheless, it's 32 pages of very detailed report of inspections that were done. The total amount for calendar year 2025, dollar-wise, is $89,320. Michelle, I thank you for your report.
Thanks, Michelle.
The only other item I have is, Herb, can you give us an update on the bed tax? I know that has to be approved by the Senate or Assembly?
Yeah, it's been sent to them and we're waiting for a response.
Okay. Do you have any idea how long that takes?
I
or how
can,
to-
it takes a while, I can follow up.
Okay.
I've also talked to the city of Utica that did the same thing.
Yeah, okay.
See if there's any way to expedite
Okay,
it.
okay, thanks. That's all
That required a representative to endorse
Yes.
it, is that correct?
Yeah.
Is that what
They
the
have to
holdup is?
present it, they have to present it to the legislature.
Okay.
Next, we have Councilman Tehan.
Okay, I've been dealing with the fence encroachment issue. I wanted to just discuss with the board, give them an idea of what it looks like. You should have copies that I left for everybody. 2 pictures. This is located at 44 Oakdale South. The first picture is you see a fence going from left to right. That's actually the encroaching portion of that fence. They attach that portion to the neighbor's fence without obtaining a permit, and unfortunately, they're encroaching 19 inches onto the neighbor's side.
So Dave, this is the neighbor's fence here?
Yes.
Yeah, go to the other page, John. Yeah, so on the right side is the neighbor's fence. The right,
Right here.
yep. That goes from front to back. And that piece that you're referring to there is the encroaching portion.
And he just attached it without any,
Yeah, there's a post behind it, so if you take a look at the next picture,
they never asked or got any,
now, there's no permit.
did anybody call George or?
Yeah, so I found out in December when the owner contacted me, but they've been dealing with this issue since September or October, George?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so they had gone through all the proper steps, they obtained a survey, they obtained a permit, and they installed the fence in accordance with the requirements that the town puts forth. This 4x4 post is within a 19-inch portion of the neighbor's property. And I won't belabor it too much because some great progress was made, so hopefully within the court hearing, that'll be addressed in the near term as well.
Did Mr. Chavez receive his letter that he requested?
He did. I spoke with him today as well.
Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, George.
Thanks, George.
Councilman King,
No.
do you have? Oh, I'm sorry.
The finance and accounting support proposal. So hopefully everyone had an opportunity to read this proposal. This entails finance and accounting support as being proposed by Bonadeo and Company. Again, Bonadeo is the firm that we currently use. They're performing support to handle our monthly bank reconciliations.
Fees are all staying the same, right? Dave?
The what, John?
The monthly fee's gonna be staying the same, I think, right?
No, so if you take a look at Appendix A on the back, yeah, it should be in your package. Everybody has it?
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
We're over the page.
So if you go to the last page, Appendix A, page 7, these are the proposed accounting services that Bonadeo would provide.
Okay, go ahead.
So in essence, this is outsourcing support for finance and accounting, a lot of which we've tried to handle internally. Christina on her own has done a terrific job. Unfortunately, with the volume and the activity and the lack of the reporting and the budget process as it entails today, we really need to gain this additional support so that we can account for our books and records more timely and accurately. The town has been up to 3 years behind on their audits in the past. A lot of that has to do specifically with the failure to complete bank reconciliations in a timely manner. As we know, the 2023 audit just got completed, and we're still 2 years behind. So we should ideally be starting 2025 in the near term. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen until we complete 2024. If you take a look at these accounting services, one of which at the very top includes monthly bank and credit card reconciliations. So the recons that are being performed today by Bonadeo will be incorporated into this monthly servicing. You see there's a large variety, and I'll just touch on a few that I think are very important. The monthly AFR, assisting with our audits as we take place on an annual basis. The budget process, they would also provide support in that regard. I've asked them to include and assist with the design of a cash flow projection tool, a report. So at any given point, we as a board would have an idea what expenditures are coming in the next several months, what receipts we're anticipating, whether they're sales or property tax that we would have, so that we have a good understanding of where we stand from our budget to our actuals, and we'll have the ability to plan more effectively as we move forward. So, financially, we currently pay $4,750 a month for bank reconciliations. These roughly 20 different services, which will include monthly bank and credit card reconciliations. The proposed amount is $9,200 per month. So we have sizable balances in our budget to support this.
What's in the budget right now for the total expenses for?
We have a couple components. We have $65,000 for accounting oversight.
What page, John?
It's 3, John.
Right.
Of the budget. And then we have a portion of the bookkeeper's salary as well. Christina, in this role, will continue to support our voucher process. She will handle similarly what she does today. She will also interact with Bonadio on the daily and monthly activity as needed. It's going to take several months, in all honesty, to gain a cadence, for them to come in, evaluate our general ledger structure. They have committed also to working with us and our bank to modify our account structure so that it can be reconciled more effectively going forward. It's very complicated as it stands today, which is a big source of why we have so many monthly differences between the bank accounts. You'll see in some of the packages that we've received in the past, we have large debit balances in some of the bank reconciliations and some large credit balances. Those typically would need to offset each other, but unless those transfers are done within ledger on the books, we're going to have those open.
So you're saying we have the available funds. So the total amount for the year will be $108,000? That includes everything?
Sounds right, for the $9,200 per month.
Oh, it's 92? They said 9,000, I'm sorry.
Yep, no, it's in there as 92. 9,200.
So that'll be 110,400. Exact. That's the total.
I trust you. I didn't have it. Oh, good.
Right,
Good. No, thank you.
For 92, right?
It is
And 92.
92. So let me pause here with the opportunity for questions from the board.
So my question is just that we do have the funds available put away for this. Remember when we put an ad on, did we add funds? Or we wanted to add funds for the budget to increase, like for Bonadio, for expenses?
So
Or county expenses?
we'll need to transfer a portion as we get further into the year. That we'll need to identify.
So as Councilman Tehan mentioned, the financial point for the town has been a big concern. We've seen it in the last year or so. Having this firm doing the level of detail as listed in the Appendix A is no easy task, but it's something that we feel is warranted. Again, my goal would be to have the town current by the end of this year in terms of both the 2024 audit as well as 2025. It was a little aggressive, but at some point we need to get
Need to get caught up.
We do.
So what you're saying is that $9,200 a month for bonded deal is gonna cover all that to make them catch up. They're gonna be working on this consistently. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
It's not a contract though, right?
This would be a contract.
1 year
For a
contract.
one-year contract. And another thing that they've committed to support is the establishment of procedures, so that we will have procedures in place. If at any time we want to shift gears outside of the contract period, we'll have the ability to have that documented procedural information to rely on. One of the challenges, you know, as we've talked about in the past, is attracting individuals with knowledge of government accounting. These individuals at Bonadeo, one of which that would be assigned to this account, uses the same accounting system that the town does use. And they would be able to quickly acclimate to the process and establish a go-forward method that we'll need, along with monthly reporting.
Right.
Which I think is very critical for the board.
And then Christina's gonna be following up with this? Is that who's assigned to this?
Yeah, so Christina, as she does currently, interacts regularly with Bonadeo in support of the bank reconciliations, providing them with access to our bank statements and any other general ledger activity necessary.
If I'm not mistaken, they said they'll commit 3 individuals to the town of Hartford. So for that price, you're getting a team of 3.
Well, I think as Dave said, it's very difficult to find an individual that is fluent in government accounting. And to that end, I would support this.
Figure, done with your
Yes.
information? Okay.
Anybody else? Feel
All right, so the difference would be, Dave and Jim, would be like $53,400 from what we're paying now. We're already budgeted right now for about a deal at $53,400 a year, right? It's already in the budget.
Yeah.
So the difference in the offset is gonna be like $57,000, correct?
Yeah, well, the challenge, John, a lot of these functions that you see outlined in Appendix A, they're not being done at all, or they're not being done timely whatsoever.
Hey, listen, I agree with Dave Reynolds. I mean, I agree with you guys. If we need to do it, we'll get it done.
Yes, you're right.
No, I agree. I think it's gotta get caught up, so we don't run into this problem anymore. And now we just figure out how we're gonna offset, sit down and figure out.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But I think we're positioned well in the budget to get us through a majority of the year. Not that we'll wait that long to solve that problem, but we'll definitely be able to come up with the numbers. I just think it's too important not to do it.
No, I agree. I mean, this has been going on, like we talked about it for all last year.
Year before.
Yeah, so the thing is, let's just get back on track. And it'll be it's only a 1-year contract anyway, so.
Yeah.
Decide if we want to change avenues next year.
We'll definitely talk about it.
Okay.
Okay.
With that said, I'd like to take a motion to, have a motion to approve the 1-year agreement at just a flat $9,200 per month
Yes.
for Bonadeo.
Yeah. And for your authorization to sign it.
Is there a signature?
Yeah, it's on the, my email.
This is the original.
I have, okay.
Would this become a positive fund balance, or we'll talk about later?
Yeah, that's what we'll have to determine, John.
Okay.
So is there a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Motion by Councilman Teehan, second by Councilmember Keeney. Discussion, further discussions?
Can I ask the this is the first I've seen this.
Sorry.
The responsibilities of the client designing, implementing, and maintaining internal controls relevant to bookkeeping process, that's our responsibility?
Yeah, we've talked about that with the individual partner. That's boilerplate that they put in every contract, and I think if we look back at the current contract that we have up on a deal, I think it's consistent with that as
Preventing
well.
and detecting fraud,
Mhm.
including design and implementation of programs, identifying and ensuring that we will comply with all laws and regulations.
Yes.
The other problem that I have is on the indemnification paragraph. It's indicating that we're agreeing to indemnify them and hold them harmless.
What page?
They're not on page 5, right at the top. We're agreeing to indemnify and hold them harmless from any and all claims, liabilities, damages, and expenses, including attorney's fees, arising out of or in connection with their services, except to the extent that the court of competent jurisdictions determines them to be grossly negligent. If you remove the word gross, I would be okay with it. If it's due to their negligence, we shouldn't have to indemnify and hold them harmless. Their limitation is only if they're grossly negligent, which are two legal terms of art, and I think it should say negligence, not gross negligence.
Okay, so I'm looking back at the previous and current contract that we have, and it has the same language with the word gross. I can certainly go back to them, but I just want to make it clear that's in place today.
I'd like to approve it if we could.
If they change that, can we approve it
I'd like
based
to
on?
approve a condition on
Condition
the
two.
removal of the word gross.
I will go back to them on that. That's
So
fine.
we still have a motion by Councilman Teehan, second by Councilman Bottini. Discussion further? Michelle, call for a roll.
Councilman Cristera?
Aye.
Councilman Deteen?
Aye.
Councilman Reynolds?
Aye.
Councilman Teehan?
Aye.
Supervisor Massa?
Aye.
All in favor?
Jim, I just want to go back to codes if I can. I neglected to mention the building permits issued. There were 15 building permits issued this past month. And of those, there's several houses, new construction, several homes being presented. There's 15 permits from the codes department.
Great. I think those are going to be some of the information that will be shared monthly with us at our meetings. So, no, good point, thank you.
Okay, so that brings us,
Are you, Councilman, you're done, Councilman?
I am, thank you.
Councilman Bottini, did you have anything to add?
no, I just wanted to make a statement that, yeah, I'm not worried. I mean, I think we'll all set, you know, to bring new business to town. I think we're looking at some good things me and Jim talked about. So, yeah, I'm fine. So I don't have anything else tonight.
Councilman Cristera, welcome to the first real meeting. Thanks. Glad to have you aboard. As you get acclimated to the process, I know you attended several of the meetings. I don't have anything to share yet, or not at this moment. Okay. And again, being that I was in the first ward, like I said, I've spoken with you, I'll be more than happy to help you with everything between now and the end of the first term. Also, I do want to thank the board and the town attorney. We had a short, it's kind of a short window between our organization meeting and our first meeting, and they all were very responsive to providing agenda items, working late hours, working weekends, same with the town attorney, very responsible with weekends, and provide some information for us to have this meeting. So again, thank you all for that, as well as Barb, I put an email, you guys probably seen it. There was some issues with payroll, not on our side, but the software. Some glitches. It's first of the year, new month, and she worked tirelessly as well, nights, weekends. So after hours, again, it's the team that we have here. Same with the clerk, again, coming in, and her staff really did a great job as we work through all these things. Again, even with the emails, maybe not have the email address yet, I mean, various things. So as we navigated through that. We did send out, agendas, so I appreciate Sue and Michelle for kind of going back and forth as we get ready for this meeting. So again, thank you to everyone. I appreciate it. It's, it is different, right? When you have new staff and new board members, it's a little bit of a learning curve, but again, I'm no stranger to the process, but again, I appreciate every phone call. I've spoken, I think, with everyone on the phone. Again, I appreciate the cooperation and support, and I look forward to a very positive year. And thank you for all of that. And I think last we just have executive session to go over PBA contract and the personnel matter for police. So if we can make a motion to go into executive session.
Second.
Discussion? Okay, roll.
Councilman Rivera.
Aye.
Councilman King. Councilman Reynolds.
Aye.
Councilman Dean. Supervisor Mesa.
So we're going to executive session at 7:20.
I know, but I didn't send, no, I sent that.